use a cart for a sleeping device. Bards sing songs of heroes neat, perfect armor, perfect feet. They skip the verse about the giant who pays triple just to eat. I'm too big for the bar, I drink anyway. Too much for the world, but I'm here to stay. Laugh it off, break a chair, raise your mugs if you've never been anywhere. Anyone got a tavern with no roof? Anyone got a tavern with no roof?
I polish mugs from dusk till dawn. Same crack in the wall, same smoky room. They burst in loud with shining swords, tracking mud across my freshly mopped floors. 2 ales quick, we're off to fight doom. Yeah, heard that tune since last full moon. They swear they'll be back by morning light. I start the kettle, I dim the lights, but they never come back. Nope, not a soul, just another unpaid tab and an emptier bowl. They chase dragons, gold and glory trips, but they can't chase down a single tip. Raise a glass to the heroes brave and bold who leave me broke and emotionally old. One lost an arm, one lost a shoe. One swore a rat was a demon too. They promise riches beyond belief, then vanish like my will to breathe. I've got a wall of be right back, right next to didn't make it back. I light a candle every night, mostly for vibes, partly for spite, 'cause they never come back. Just echoes and smoke, and a chair still warm from some last brave joke. They loot the world, risk every limb, but stiff the guy who kept the ale warm for them. Toast to legends written in stone, while I cry in the stew. I eat alone. I named the stool Sir Reginald the Brave. It's outlived every fool I ever served. At least it tips when it falls over. New party walks in with hopeful eyes. I already know these future ghosts got rooms upstairs. Yes, sure you do. Short-term lease to your tragic doom. They laugh, they brag, they clank their gear. I quietly write, probably not here next year, 'cause they never come back, not even once. Just legends in tavern songs and wanted posters. They fight like kings beast, heroes of fate, champions of war. 0 stars on tavernyelp.org. So here's to quests and noble deeds, and here's to unpaid cheese and mead. If you're heading out to save the land,
alarm clock rings like a hammer on steel. Boots hit the floor, don't ask how I feel. Coffee's black as the coal I haul. Dawn ain't up, but I hear its call. Cold wind cuts like a razor line, breathing smoke from the factory sign. Hands already cracked and sore. Sun ain't risen, I'm out the door. Clock don't care and the bills don't wait. Back's been low, but my wheels stand straight. I rise with the steel-toed sunrise, work till the daylight dies. Greasing my veins, dirting my skin, but I do it all again. I carry the weight, I carry the load, hard like a hammer on this long road. When the night rolls in, I'm still standing tall. I'm the working man, I give it my all. Lunch break comes and it leaves too fast. Talk about the future, laugh about the past. Hands like leather, eyes like stone, building dreams that I want on. Whistle blows and the sky turns red. Still got miles running through my head. Drive back home in the fading light, trade my daylight for the night. Sweat on my collar, dust in my hair. Nobody sees, but I'm still there. I rise with a steel-toed sunrise, work till the daylight dies. Greasing my veins, dirting my skin, but I do it all again. I carry the weight, I carry the load, hard like a hammer on this long road. When the night rolls in, I'm still standing tall. I'm a working man, I give it my all. Ring sharp like a rail line spark, rhythm rolls heavy in the dark. No silver spoon, no golden throne, just calloused hands and a backbone. I rise with a steel-toed sunrise, work till the daylight dies. Blood and grit and everything, still I wear this ring of pride and pain and honest pay. Built this life the hard-earned way. When the night rolls in, I stand up proud. Working man, say it loud. Sun goes goes down, I punch back in. World clocks out, my day begins. Highway hum in a neon glare. Midnight dust in the diesel air. City sleeps, but the engines don't. Steel still sparks where the daylight won't. Stars hang low in a blacked out sky while I shoulder what the daylight hides. Moon don't judge and it don't ask why. It just hangs there in the midnight sky. We ride the dark, we hold the line, keep the world turning past closing time. When the daylight's gone, we're still on side, keeping it running on the night shift grind. No spotlight, no headlines, just steady hands and overtime. Refinery flame in a cold blue sky. Brake lights crawling mile by mile. Hospital halls and factory floors. Security keys and loading dock doors. Coffee strong and the silence loud. Different crew, but we're just as proud. Graveyard shift with a backbone hum. We don't fade when the dark comes. Clock strikes 12, we're wide awake. Somebody's gotta hold the way. We ride the dark, we hold the line, keep the world turning past closing time. When the daylight's gone, we're still on side, keeping it running on the night shift grind. Legs sky, hard hat glow, long road home when the roosters crow. Exhausted eyes, but a steady hand built this country on midnight sand. We ride the dark, we hold the line, keeping it breathing one more night. Sun comes up, we're already gone, but the world rolls on 'cause we held on tight. No spotlight, no headlines, just steel hearts and overtime. Alarm clock rings like a warning bell. Sun ain't up, but I know it well. Coffee black and the truck runs cold. Steel-toed steps in a back that's old. Hands like leather, cracked and scarred. Every day's just another yard. Don't need praise, don't need fame, just a hammer and a name. Dirt in my blood, rust in my veins. Storm rolls in, I don't complain. We don't stop, we don't run, we don't quit till the job gets done. Redneck, roughneck, blue collar sun, we don't clock out till the job gets done. still bent. Paycheck small, but the rent gets in. Concrete dust and refinery flame. Different roads, but we're all the same. From oil rigs to factory lines, fence posts, freight loads, power lines. Doesn't matter where you're from, we stand tall when the day is done. Calloused hands and a stubborn pride, we carry weight most won't ride. We don't stop, we don't run, we don't quit till the job gets done. Steel and sweat under the sun, we don't clock out till the job gets done. Bleed, boots worn thin, still punch back when the day kicks in. World might shake, might come undone, but we ain't through, not till it's done. We don't stop, we don't run, we don't quit till the job gets done. Every woman, every son, we don't back down till the job gets done. Till the job gets done. Till the job gets done.
Now gather round, children, and hush up that noise. Let an old man spin you some tales of his joys. These hands once held steel, now they tremble with age, but they once wrote their name on a dragon's last page. This scar on my cheek, that crooked old grin, came from a tavern brawl I somehow won. Your grandma still laughs when I start to refer to the days I was wild and an adventurer. Thank God I'm an adventurer, from the cradle to the rocking chair. I chase down glory with wind in my hair. Thank God I'm an adventurer, from the mountains tall to the dungeon deep, through the promises I couldn't keep. I'd do it again, yes sir. Thank God I'm an adventurer. There once was a lich with a crown of bone, thought he could freeze this old heart to stone. But I kicked that door with a battle cry, and I swear that villain learned to fly. Your Uncle Bard dropped his loot in fright. The wizard misfired and lit up the night. We tripped every trap, but we still stood firmer. That's life when you're an adventurer. Thank God I'm an adventurer, when the dice roll high and the fates all stir, with a laugh at danger and a loyal spur. Thank God I'm an adventurer. Gold may fade and blades may rust, but a hero's tale outlives the dust, and I still feel that burning ember. Thank God I'm an adventurer. Now children, listen close to me. It ain't the treasure that sets you free, it's the friends you make when the night is black, and the ones who always have your back. Thank God I'm an adventurer, though my boots sit quiet by the door. I've fought my fights and I've settled the score. Thank God I'm an adventurer. If these old bones creak when storms
Tomorrow I'll tell you the dragon was tougher. Well, I was born in a village where the chickens roam free, dragging in the distance and it's staring at me. Mama said, son, you can plow or you can plunder. So I grabbed me a sword and I went wandering under. Got a rusty old shield and a hand-me-down cloak. First goblin I fought nearly made me croak. But I dusted off my breeches, said that's alright, sir. Thank God I'm an adventurer. Thank God I'm an adventurer. When the dice start rolling and the tavern stir, with the crit in my pocket and a barred sweet slur, singing yeehaw, I'm an adventurer. Swing that blade, let it whirl, save the town, kiss the girl when the gold pile's high and the monsters purr. Thank God I'm an adventurer. Got a wizard friend who smells like smoke. Says he's got a spell, but it might just choke. Cleric in the back yelling, hold on tight. He's praying real hard, but he lost the light. Rogue disappeared and we heard a click. Next thing you know, it's a poison stick. We run through dungeons in a furious blur. Thank God I'm an adventurer. Thank God I'm an adventurer. When the traps all snap and the torches flicker, if I fall in a pit I just climb up quicker, singing yeehaw, I'm an adventurer. From the hills to the underdark, chasing glory after dark, with a dragon's roar and a battle stir. Thank God I'm an adventurer. Now the king says, son, won't you save my land? There's a lich out there with a bony hand. I said, saddle my horse and pass the ale. If I don't come back, just tell my tale. Dice go clatter on the wood, sometimes bad and sometimes good. When that nat 20 starts to purr, thank God I'm an adventurer. Thank God I'm an adventurer. When the loot chest pops and the gems all glitter, with a map in hand and a trigger finger, singing yeehaw, I'm an adventurer. Long live quest and tavern nights, campfire songs and barroom fights. If there's danger, call my spur. Thank God I'm an adventurer. Thank God. Boot on the table, fist on the bar, salt in my veins, got a gut full of stars, rum on my breath like a cannon blast, laugh in the storm and we sail too fast. Hey, raise your glass, you are riding wonders, let it crash like a barrel of thunder, sing it loud till the beams all shake, till the floorboards crack and the tideway breaks. Oh,
Hear the timbers groan, storms brewing, lads. Raise it! Salt in our veins and fire in our lungs. Cannons asleep but they won't stay young. Compass is cracked and the map's half burned. We sail with the brave and the reckless learn. Teeth of the ocean snap at the keel. Wind like a blade you can almost feel. Gold ink buried is waiting to be. Take them by ropes who refuse to kneel. Storm on the starboard, lightning in sight. Laugh at the thunder, drink to the fight. Raise the black tide, let the banners fly. We don't fear the deep, we just dare the sky. If the sea wants blood, she can take her due, but she'll never take the likes of you. Hoist it high, let the war drums roll. We are the flame in the ocean's soul. From the gallows grin to the battle cry. We live, we loot, we never die. Deck slick red, but the crew stands tall. One man stumbles, a dozen won't fall. Blades like silver flashes of fate, knocking on heaven's rusted gate. Rum runs hot and the night runs wild. Every devil was once a child. Buried our fear in a nameless bay. Dug it back up and we sailed away. Sharks in the wake and smoke in the breeze. Fortune is written in powder and seas. Raise the black tide, let the banners fly. We don't fear the deep, we just dare the sky. If the sea wants blood, she can take her too, but she'll never take the likes of you. Hoist it high, let the war drums roll. We are the flame in the ocean soul. From the gallows grin to the battle cry. We live, we loot, we never die. No kings, no crowns, no chains, no grave. Only the roar of the hungry waves. If we go down loud. Laughing defiance into the cloud. Raise the black tide, let the cannon sing. We are the storm that the sirens bring. If the world wants war, we'll oblige tonight. With a bottle of rum and a fuse alight. Hoist it high, let the war drums roll. We are the flame in the ocean soul. From the gallows grin to the battle cry. We live, we loot, we never die. Hey! Hey!
We kicked the dungeon door in wrong, set off traps all night long. Poison darts and falling stone. We screamed but somehow made it home. Rogue said, guys, I've got this clear. Then triggered every trap in here. Axes swung and fireballs flew. We nodded like we meant to. We meant to do that. Every single blast, the flames, the spikes, the thunder crash. We meant to do that. It was all combat. If you survive by accident, just shout, you meant to do that. Rolling boulder down the stairs. Clerics screaming desperate prayers. Wizard tripped and cast a spark. Lit the dungeon in the dark. Every skeleton we woke. Every curse and cloud of smoke. lava light, big bad speech and glowing might. We slipped, we shoved, we missed our swing. He tripped and that was everything. Splash! We meant to do that. Kingdom saved at last. They built a statue way too fast. We meant to do that. Heroes in a snap. Please ignore the tiny fact. We triggered every trap. All part of the plan. Trust us, we're elite. Heroes by mistake. Back will take the beat. We meant to do that. We meant to do that. We failed. Raise! The room fell face down in a goblin pit. The wizard flew himself up again. The fighter charged a dragon shouting, "Trust me, boys, this is the plan." The bard was busy flirting with ghosts. The ranger shot the mayor by mistake. But thank the gods for Brother Finn and the miracles he can make. With a tankard raised and a holy grin, he shouted through the smoke. Raise your marks for the drunken cleric. Say no fools and broken bones. He heals your wounds and curses your luck. Then drinks you under tables and thrones. Sing it loud for the drunken cleric. Bless this reckless, stupid crew. If the gods will not save our sorry hide, then the cleric bloody will do. Hey! The paladin swore a sacred oath, then stole a horse and ran away. The warlock sold his soul for power, then pawned the contract yesterday. A mimic ate the treasure chest. The barbarian punched a tree in rage. But Brother Finn just took a sip and turned the fight our way. Hey! Raise your marks for the drunken cleric. Saint of fools and broken bones. He heals your wounds and curses your luck. Then drinks you under tables and thrones. Sing it loud for the drunken cleric. Bless this reckless, stupid crew. If the gods will not save our sorry hides, then the cleric bloody will do. Hey! Some say faith is quiet and calm, with whispered prayers at dawn. But ours comes loud with clashing mugs and shouting all night long. He heals with one hand, drinks with the other, smacks demons with his shoe. And every time we almost die, he shouts, "I have one spell left for you!" Raise your mugs for the drunken cleric, keeper of divine IOUs. He patches us up, then drags us out for 14 rounds of tavern booze. Sing it loud for the drunken cleric, patron saint of doomed and brave. If we die tonight in glorious fight, at least we die well healed and safe. Hey! Aye!
Far under lanterns perfumed and gold, 3 souls were taken, shackled and sold. Beneath silk curtains, velvet and sin, a warlock kept darkness bottled within. But chains are fragile when heroes conspire. They shattered their prison with rage and with fire, while comrades arrived with a rescue in mind. The captives walked out already refined.
Sing low, sing loud of the fools and the brave, of bargains we broke and the trouble we gave. Unbriffled to battlefield chaos we reap. We drink to the lords of the bone-crowned keep.
The master returned with badges and lies, accusing our band before village eyes. Yet silver-tongued verses and the Atolto plea turned jailers to friends over ale number 3. We crept back inside where the demon was chained. A patron imprisoned, her fury contained. We shattered the circle, released her from thrall. She thanked us by ending the warlock quite small. His soul she now keeps in a crystal or jar, a plaything to torment wherever we are. She runs the old brothel with profits that soar, and sends us a discount whenever we tour.
Sing low, sing loud of the fools and the brave, of bargains we broke and the trouble we gave. From brothel to battlefield chaos we reap. We drink to the lords of the bone-crowned keep.
A noble house granted a fortress of stone, though death had already laid claim to the throne. An ill-ited lish with a mind cold as frost raised corpses like puppets of sinew and cost. We battled through crypts where the black candles wet, freed one little spirit that lingered and slept. She smiled as she faded to starlight above. Her sister returned to her family's love. The druid then rode through Macallingle flame to rescue her sibling from suitor insane. With iron abominations shattered to scrap, she healed ancient wounds with her father and nap.
Sing low, sing loud, let the heart echo ring of demons we freed and the doom that we bring. Through sorrow and laughter our legends now seep. All hail to the fools of the bone-crowned keep.
So raise up your glasses, let pour judgment flow, for gods only know where we're destined to go. If destiny calls, we will answer half steed, All heroes, the drunks of the bone-crowned key.
I walked into a tavern, the roof caved in. Bartender yelled, that's strike number 10. Paid 5 gold for a shot glass pour. Drank it once, saxed, where's the rest? Some more. Sat on a stool, it chose to die. Chair leg snapped, patrons cried. I said sorry for the 3rd time today. They said, buddy, please just go away. I'm too big for the bars, too loud for the stealth, too broke for my gear and too strong for my health. Nothing fits right, nothing's cheap. World's built for halflings, and I'm 6 of them deep. Asked an adventuring party for a job. They said you tripped the traps just walking, Bob. Rogue said sneak and laughed out loud. Wizard hid behind a cloud. Blacksmith wept when I said plate. Quoted me a price called absolutely not. Make boots last minute, belts don't try. Helmets crack when I say hi. I'm too big for the bars, too tall for the doors, too poor for my sword that costs kingdoms or more. Beds explode, cloaks give up. I wear a wagon tarp and call it buff. Beds are rumors, chairs are traps. Every doorway claps me back. Sleep outside, stars feel nice. Use a cart for a sleeping device. Bards sing songs of heroes neat. Perfect armor, perfect feet. They skip the verse about the giant who pays triple just to eat. I'm too big for the bar, I drink anyway. Too much for the world, but I'm here to stay. Laugh it off, break a chair. Raise your mugs if you've never been anywhere. Anyone got a tavern with no roof? Anyone got a tavern with no roof?
Met her in a mine shaft 40 levels deep, swinging that axe like it owed her sheep. Beard and braids and armor bright, head-butted goblins left and right. Bought her a stew made of cave mushrooms, diamond pie and a bar fight room. She said, boy, if you want my heart, you better mind fast and swing rare. Dwarf love hard as stone, built like barrels but hearts of gold. We don't text, we yell across halls and kiss with helmets when the shield walls fall. Dwarf love loud and proud, lots of ale in every crowd. If you ain't bruised, it ain't romance. True love starts with a battle stance. Slow dance by the forge all night to the clang of steel in firelight. Met her brother Smash and Bash and Steve, who's banned from 3 kingdoms past. They threw me an axe to test my soul. Missed real bad, but I didn't roll. They said good enough, welcome in, now bleed with honor, drink
stones with hammers in hand. We don't whisper sweet little lies, we shout vows that shake the sky. I love you means stand and fight, side by side every night. Dwarf love hard as stone, fire force never alone. Through the caves, through war, through air, we'll brawl together till we're legends' tales. Dwarf love loud and true, if she's swinging, I'm swinging too. When the world breaks, we hold the line. Two short heroes, one long lifetime. Raise your mugs and stomp your feet to the strongest love you'll ever meet. If it's loud, bruised, and bearded too, congrats, friend, you found dwarf love true.
I polish mugs from dusk till dawn. Same crack in the wall, same smoky room. They burst in loud with shining swords, tracking mud across my freshly mopped floors. 2 ales quick, we're off to fight doom. Yeah, heard that tune since last full moon. They swear they'll be back by morning light. I start the kettle, I dim the lights, but they never come back. Nope, not a soul, just another unpaid tab and an emptier bowl. They chase dragons, golden glory trips, but they can't chase down a single tip. Raise a glass to the heroes, brave and bold, who leave me broke and emotionally old. One lost an arm, one lost a shoe. One swore a rat was a demon too. They promised riches beyond belief, then vanished like my will to breathe. I've got a wall of be right back, right next to didn't make it back. I light a candle every night, mostly for vibes, partly for spite, 'cause they never come back. Just echoes and smoke, and a chair still warm from some last brave joke. They loot the world, risk every limb, but stiff the guy who kept the ale warm for them. Toast to legends written in stone, while I cry in the stew. I eat alone. I named the stool Sir Reginald the Brave. It's outlived every fool I ever served. At least it tips when it falls over, new party walks in with hopeful eyes. I already know these future ghosts got rooms upstairs, yes, sure you do. Short-term lease to your tragic doom. They laugh, they brag, they clank their gear. I quietly write, probably not here next year, 'cause they never come back, not even once. Just legends in tavern songs and wanted posters. They fight like kings, gods, and beasts, but run from a bill like it's a cursed beast. Heroes of fate, champions of war, 0 stars on tavernyelp.org. So here's to quests and noble deeds, and here's to unpaid cheese and mead. If you're heading out to save the land tonight,
I was napping on a mountain, illegally acquired gold, dreaming of sheep, nights being bold. Then I hear the door creak, swords go shit. It's Tuesday again, must be hero season. Wizard in pajamas yelling by the arcane flame.
We were lost on a mountain, torches burning low. Wizards out of spells and the fighters moving slow. A rogue has got a bad feeling, clerics saying pray. Then the jury cleared his throat and said, I got this, okay. He kicked off his boots, stretched out his hands, said nature's got a plan, you'll understand. Thank the trees for the druid tonight, turn into a bear in the middle of a fight. When the dice went cold and the hope felt thin, he grew fur, grew claws, and saved us again. Yeah, the sword may shine and the spells look cool, but when things go wrong, trust the forest fool. Thank the moon, thank the sun, thank the day that we lived in. When the world needs saving, the druid just shifts it. Bridge was out ahead and the river ran wild. The paladin said, well, guess we're stuck a while. The druid smiled easy like he knew the way, turned into a giant elk and said, hop on, okay. From feather to fang, to a scaly disguise, he's got more forms than a bar's alibis. Thank the trees for the druid tonight, turned into a fish for the underwater fight. When the plan fell apart and the map was wrong, he grew gills, swam fast, and carried us along. Yeah, the rules get messy and the DM sighs when the druid says hold on and rolls wild-shaped dice. Thank the moon, thank the sun, thank the luck that we're given. When the odds look bad, the druid gets driven. When the tavern's on fire and the guards rush in, when the doors lock tight and the walls cave in, he's a spider on the ceiling, a mouse on the floor, a big angry owl crashing through the door. Dragon in the distance, wings black as night. Fighter grips his sword, but it don't feel right. And druid steps forward, calm as the breeze, says, I've been a lizard bigger than this belief. Thank the trees for the druid tonight, turned into a monster to win that fight. When the party was done and the death saves loomed, he stood tall, fur and all, and gave us room. Yeah, heroes get songs and legends are written, but half those tales leave one thing missing. Thank the moon, thank the sun, thank the form he's living. When the day needs saving, the druid just shifts in. So here's to the forest and the friends we keep, to the one who can fly, crawl, swim, or leap. And the moon breaks loose and you don't know what to do, just stand back, smile wide. The druid's got you.
Sings loud when Frigg draws near. Vengeance sworn, no room for fear. Paper orders, wax and seal. Easy job was never real. Ink light while the monsters rose. Truth is pain and blood and blood. Numbers wrong, the threat, understudied. Almost dead 'cause truth was traded. By my oath, my righteous
beneath my feet tonight. 1,000 eyes on me, but I've lost my sight. The roar of Rome, it fades away as I kneel where so many men have laid. Still in my hand, but my grip grows weak. I hear the silence between each scream. Every scar tells the life I gave. Every breath is one I cannot save. I was a name, I was a son. Before the chains, before the blood. Now I fall where so many rest, with a beatless heart inside my chest. This is a warrior's destiny, to fight for all to see. No crown, no king will remember me. Just blood in the sand where I used to be. Brother, in this moment I am free. And death can't take my soul from me. I see the blade in the rising sun. I know this fight is finally done. The crowd decides with a careless hand if I live or die in this cursed land. I think of home, I'll never see.
Bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum dum dum ba-dum dum 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 dum. We rolled into the tavern with moss upon our boots. Wizard packed the pipe weed, Bard lost his loot. Paladin was laughing at a squirrel in the rain. Rogue was pickpocketing himself again. We got 1,000,000 hit points, nothing can go wrong. Goblin war drums pounding, but we're singing stupid songs. Enemy approaching, but the sky looks way too nice. Forget the fight, forget the quest. Those clouds look like a dragon made from ice. Our barbarian eats mushrooms he found beside the road. Now he says the dungeon walls are speaking ancient code. Necromancers chillin', making shapes out of the smoke. Cleric tried to heal the horse, but accidentally made it croak. We got enchanted snacks made with happy vibes. Half the party wandering off to pet imaginary tribes. The king says save the kingdom, but honestly we might lay here in the meadow and never start the fight. We stare at clouds for hours while the battle horns all blow. Someone says the enemy is here. We say that's cool, bro. Let them know we'll get there when we get there. If destiny insists, right now the sunset's glowing and existence feels like big. Infinite response. Campfire burning softly as the whole dang night rolls on. Happy and high combat, wooden swords and silly grins. Nobody remembers who exactly is supposed to win. Our map is torn to pieces. Our quest log makes no sense. We traded all our gold away for soup and weird incense. Dragon flying overhead, we wave and let him pass. Then fall asleep together, watching thunder clouds roll past. Yeah, we got 1,000,000 hit points and nowhere else to be. Just stoned adventurers lost in fantasy. If the world is ending, we'll face it eventually. a giant beholder tree.
Sand is warm beneath my feet tonight. 1,000 eyes on me, but I've lost my sight. The roar of Rome, it fades away as I kneel where so many men have laid. Still in my hand, but my grip grows weak. I hear the silence between each scream. Every scar tells the life I gave. Every breath is one I cannot save. I was a name, I was a son. Before the chains, before the blood. Now I fall where so many rest. With a beatless heart inside my chest. This is a warrior's destiny. To fight for all to see. No crown, no king will remember me. Just blood in the sand where I used to be. Brother, in this moment I am free. And death can't take my soul from me. I see the blade in the rising sun. I know this fight is finally done. The crowd decides with a careless hand if I live or die in this cursed land. I think of home I'll never see, a fading face that once knew me, a whispered prayer lost in the dust, a broken vow, a shattered trust. I was more than this broken steel, more than the pain they made me feel. Now the end is drawing near, and I've never felt this fear. This is a warrior's destiny. To fight for all to see. No crown, no king will remember me. Just blood in the sand where I used to be. But in this moment I am free. And death can't take my soul from me. Let the lions roar, let the empire burn. All I was, they'll never learn. I was alive, I had a name, not just a pawn in a dying game. If there's a place beyond this pain, when no man fights in chains again, I'll lay my sword and finally see the man I was meant to be. This is a warrior's destiny. Still young, not knowing what I was to be. But no gods, no kings can bury me. I live in every drop they'll see. And as I fade, I finally breathe. A warrior dies, but a soul is free. The sand grows cold. The crowd goes still. And Rome forgets. But gods never
comedy tavern song about the ugliest dungeon party alive. We marched into the tavern, boots covered up in slime. The bar tried flirting with the barmaid, she reported him for crimes. The cleric's face could curdle milk from 20 feet away, and when the wizard smiled at folks, the children ran astray. We roll zero charisma, this guy's gods cursed our souls. We saved the realm from dragons, but can't get served our rolls. The goblins call us hideous, the trolls say, what's that smell? We may defeat the darkness, but we scare the guards as well. Our fighter wears a helmet 'cause his face alarms the weak. A mimic saw the rogue one time and died within the week. The ranger tried seduction on a lonely forest witch. She turned herself into a frog just so she wouldn't flinch. We rolled zero charisma, no charm, no grace, no style. The innkeeper charged double just 'cause we stayed a while. The necromancer screamed at us, dear gods, what have I seen? And even all the zombies said, you people smell unclean. The bard can play a lute so well it makes the angels cry. Unfortunately they're crying 'cause his face burned both their eyes. The paladin met holy light upon a mountain tall. The gods looked down and whispered softly, nope, not getting involved. No kisses from the maidens, no statues in the square. Our party portrait cracked itself, the painter lost his hair. A vampire tried to bite us, then handed back our gold. He said, I fear disease more than the sunlight, truth be told. We roll zero charisma, and still we carry on, with broken teeth and lazy eyes and armor that smells wrong. The kingdom may not love us, the children scream and flee, but when the lich comes knocking, ugly heroes save the day for free. Roll initiative. Not so negative. No romance, no glory, no beautiful face, but we still kill monsters all over the place. Thunder rolled across the fjord, tiny boots hit wooden boards. 7 angry Norsemen screamed, fueled by rage and rotten mead. Braided beards dragged through the mud, battle axes thirsted blood. Every village knew the sound when the little raiders came around. Hey, we're the short axe raiding crew, mean as hell and twice as rude. Tiny Vikings full of spite, starting tavern brawls at night. Hide your gold and hide your sheep, lock your daughters bar the keep. When you hear our longboats crash, you're about to lose your stash. Captain Bjorn was 4'3", meanest brute from sea to sea. Bit a taxman on the knee, then stole his pants triumphantly. Olaf carried 2 huge shields, still got launched across the field. Life would scream and headbutt walls, mostly cause he missed them all. Hey! We're the short axe raiding crew, mean as hell and smelling too. Fury packed in compact size, fire and madness in our eyes. Hey! Swinging axes, throwing chairs, pulling giants by the hair. Every kingdom shakes in fear when our battle song they hear. The giant laughed, "You little rats," till Sven climbed up and broke his back. The dragon mocked our tiny band, then got an axe stuck in its gland. No one knows what fuels our rage. Maybe shortness, maybe age, maybe years of tavern jokes turned us into psycho folks. Hey! We're the sword axe raiding crew, storming gates in wooden shoes. Tiny Vikings, loud and proud, drunk enough to fight a clown. Hey! Raise your mugs and sing along, short and angry, fierce and strong. When Valhalla calls our names, will burn the heavens and go rain. Hey! 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 Short, proud, mean, proud, row the longboats, burn it down. Short, proud, mean, proud, row the longboats, burn it down. Short, proud, mean, proud, row the longboats, burn it down. Short, proud, mean, proud, row the longboats, burn it down. Hey! We're the short axe raiding crew, mean as hell and twice as rude. Tiny Vikings full of spite, starting tavern brawls at night. Hide your gold and hide your sheep, lock your daughters, bar the keep. When you hear our longboats crash, you're about to lose your stash. We're the short axe raiding crew, mean as hell and smelling too. Fury packed in compact size, fire and madness in our eyes. Swinging axes, throwing chairs, pulling giants by the hair. Every kingdom shakes in fear when our battle song they hear. Short, loud, mean, proud, through the longboats, burn it down! In a dungeon deep where the torches drip, 5 broke heroes took one final trip. A dwarf named Borgen with a frying pan said, "Why waste loot when we can eat the clan?" Yeah! The wizard gagged, the cleric prayed, the rogue just smiled and sharpened blades. The bard wrote songs with ale-stained teeth about monster meat and seasoned beasts. They dropped an owlbear by the river bend, took 3 fireballs and a missing friend. The ranger carved the shoulders clean, said tastes like chicken if chicken screamed. Throwing potatoes, cave moss spice, goblin onions diced up nice. Simmer slow in a rusted shield, best damn stew in the monster field. Roll initiative past the plate, dragon ribs and displacer steak. From kobold pies to troll jerky strips, we're dungeon chefs with bloody mitts. Natural 20 on appetite, cooked by torch and candlelight. If it growls, attacks, or breathes out flame, we probably cooked it just the same. The rogue fell screaming through the hall inside a cube that ate his smalls. They killed the thing with shocking grasp, then scooped the jelly in a flask. Mixed with berries from the Faywell Trail, Mind Flayer milk and dwarven ale. Wobble green upon the plate, paralyzed Steve for half the day. Young red dragon in the keep didn't stay awake too deep. Wizard cast a sleep spell fast, then the barbarian whooped its ass. Smoked the ribs for 14 hours, using cursed enchanted flowers. Basted meat with magma glaze, everyone breathed fire for days. Roll initiative past the plate, manticore legs and basilic steak. From mimic tongues to wyvern wings, we fry up horrifying things. Natural 20 on appetite, cooked by torch and candlelight. The tavern shakes when we proclaim, if we can kill it, we can flame grill it. The paladin won't touch the food, claims the practice kinda rude, but every night he sneaks a bite of beholder bowls by candlelight. The bar now runs a cookbook chain, 50 shades of Albion paint, signed copies sold in every town, though 3 reviewers melted down. Roll initiative, raise your mugs, seasoned spiders, roasted bugs, dungeon crawling pays in meat. Victory tastes surprisingly sweet, so if you hear our party sing while armor pots and kettles ring, just pray tonight you're not the prey, or on tomorrow's entree.
We kicked down the tavern door at 9:30. A wizard drunk on mushroom wine. The rogue forgot his lockpick kit. The bard brought cheese and called it wit. The cleric yelled, "We need more speed!" The barbarian screamed, "Less armor, please!" Somewhere between the ale and fate, we lost our pants outside the gate. Chainmail shirt, boots and pride, nothing but kneecaps left to hide. Skeletons rattled when we arrived. Never seen a hero so underdressed in their lives. It was the No Pants Dungeon Raid, axes swinging while our dignity swayed. Goblin King nearly dropped his blade when he saw 6 adventures in a pantless parade. Oh, we fought that dragon unafraid. Thunder thighs and battle cries echoed through the cave. History books will never say how we won the No Pants Dungeon Raid. Got bit by a cave-born rat. The paladin sat on a mimic trap. The wizard cast fireball too close, burned the beard right off the dwarf named Boast. A gelatinous cube slid down the hall. We ran like heroes, badly appalled. The bard kept yelling, "Hold the line," while covering himself with a battle sign. Orcs stood frozen, filled with dread. One just whispered, "What's wrong with their heads?" A lich took one look at our fearless brigade and quietly sealed himself back in the grave. It was the No Pants Dungeon Raid, torches glowing on our pale permanently made. Bards still sing of the choices we made. The kingdom was saved that fateful day by the fools in the no-pants dungeon raid. Now every year at the tavern hall they hang no trousers on the wall, and newcomers ask, what's with this place? We raise our mugs and proudly say, son, you had to be there. For the no-pants dungeon raid, monsters fled and villagers prayed. Never before had evil been so afraid of a half-naked party with a magical blade. Let the bagpipes serenade to the heroes whose laundry choices saved the day. And if destiny calls, we'll raid again someday. But maybe with pants. Bum ba-dum dum dum ba-dum dum dum ba-dum dum 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 dum. We rolled into the tavern with moss upon our boots. Wizard packed the pipe weed, Bard lost his loot. Paladin was laughing at a squirrel in the rain. Rogue was pickpocketed in himself again. We got a million hit points, nothing can go wrong. Goblin war drums pounding, but we're singing stupid songs. Enemy approaching, but the sky looks way too nice. Forget the fight, forget the quest. Those clouds look like a dragon made from ice. Our barbarian eats mushrooms he found beside the road. Now he says the dungeon walls are speaking ancient code. Necromancers chillin', making shapes out of the smoke. Cleric tried to heal the horse, but accidentally made it croak. We got enchanted snacks made with happy vibes. The fight. We stare at clouds for hours while the battle horns all blow. Someone says the enemy is here. We say that's cool, bro. Let them know we'll get there when we get there. If destiny insists, right now the sunset's glowing and existence feels like big. Our quest log makes no sense. We traded all our gold away for soup and weird incense. Dragon flying overhead, we wave and let it pass. we got a million hit points and nowhere else to be. Just stoned adventurers lost in fantasy. If the world is ending, we'll face it eventually. But first, these clouds look exactly like a giant beholder tree.